Singapore is one of the top destinations for founders, with its low taxes, access to legal infrastructure, and access to Southeast Asia. But moving here is more complicated than it might seem. So today we have Chee Koon with here, who has a very rare background. He's worked at Singapore's Ministry of Manpower and currently advises on immigrated-related services at Sleek, along with assisting on work pass applications for founders and their prospective foreign hires. It's great to have you, Chee Koon.
Thanks for having me here. So immigration is one of the many topics where many people have a misconception between what the process is and what it actually is. Yeah, and I'm glad that I'm here to share this topic with you all.
So we've seen many international founders moving to Singapore to start a business, and naturally they're curious and they have a lot of questions. What are the most common questions you usually get when founders are planning that move?
Okay, the most common one is simply, how do I get a work pass to live and work here? But beneath this question, it encompasses a bundle of other things such as what are the various work pass types available, what are the requirements, do they need to start a company here, what's the processing time, what are the chances of getting the pass, and if they have family members, how to bring them in. So all these questions come together and they are generally all intertwined and interconnected. So it's not possible to answer just one without answering the rest. So what I see a lot is founders are treating this work pass application process as a formality. So they have decided that they want to be in Singapore. So they have started to talk to potential investors, prospective clients, and the work pass application process to them is just paperwork. Yeah, but MOM is evaluating the whole process, such as the business plan, the candidate's qualifications, salary, work experience, and the declared application details, so as to provide a holistic assessment and an outcome.
You just mentioned MOM, and I want to make sure that everyone watching this is on the same page. Could you explain and tell us a little bit about what MOM is, what do they do, and why is it important?
MOM is the Singapore government agency that is responsible for evaluating and approve work passes so that foreigners can come to Singapore to work legally. So why is it important? So if you notice that Singapore birth rate is decreasing, and we are moving towards a lot of white-collar jobs. So of course, we will need foreign talent to augment the Singapore's workforce population.
And having worked at MOM yourself, could you tell us a bit about how MOM evaluates applications?
So founders often think that MOM is just checking boxes. The company is registered, the salary of founder is above the minimum EP salary threshold. They have provided their degree, which is also verified. But MOM's framework is really about economic contribution and credibility. So they are asking if this person is actually bringing in real value to the Singapore economy. For international founders moving to Singapore, it isn't just as simple as just buying an air ticket alone. So I've always tell them, it's more about fitting into this specific black box under the MOM framework. While MOM has been quite transparent in publicizing their work pass requirements on their website, like all countries in the world, right, there's always a set of internal criteria that's used to evaluate work pass applications which are non-transparent. Immigration professionals like us, who has been in this line of work for a very long time, having assisted with many clients' work pass applications, would sometimes tell what the issues, and we can actually share with these founders on the potential pitfalls and showstoppers so that they will not encounter any problem with their work pass applications. For employment pass applications, especially from founders, MOM generally looks at whether the business is viable, and if they have the means or ability to pay staff salaries. They are also assessing if the salary declared in application for the candidate is realistic as compared to the candidate's credentials. Okay, but what we have seen is this, that many founders who are starting a company in Singapore, when they apply for the EP application, they usually set a salary that's in the minimum just to meet the EP salary requirement. But they are unable to prove to MOM that actually the company has the means to finance their salaries actually for a very long term.